Some people who live in Zeeland say they plan to fight a plan by baby formula maker Mead Johnson to expand into their neighborhood.
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker spent the day talking with neighbors and city leaders. He has this story.
Mead Johnson says it has outgrown its massive plant here in Zeeland and has spent millions buying up land, including some homes, to expand.
This will be directly across the street. That will be from me. Right there.
On the north side of East Main Street, just west of the longtime plant that makes the baby food formula Enfamil.
I'll be looking at industrial too. When we bought this was all residential.
Mead Johnson, now owned by a UK company, says it needs to modernize. Its $836 million plan calls for an expansion that would mean clearing several homes. It released renderings at a meeting last night. The plan requires the city rezone some of the land from residential to industrial. Neighbors have planted signs and launched a website in opposition. When Funkus moved in 16 years ago, he says the neighborhood was mostly rentals, some marred by graffiti.
We've all, in the last dozen years, really improved it and brought the neighborhood up and are doing things to improve and make it look better, only to have the city just destroy our property values.
Already, Mead Johnson has bought up some of the land. One neighbor told us he sold his home for $600,000 and must be out by July 31st. According to property records, the company paid $1.5 million for a house and a barn next door with an assessed value of less than $300,000. Two properties across the corner went for a total of $3.7 million, about 10 times their assessed value.
Why would you purchase these way above tax assessed values if you didn't have some sort of promise?
Mead Johnson is important to the community. We want to keep them here. We certainly don't want to see a desire where they would have to leave the community. But we also want them to do it in the right way.
The company is the city's third biggest taxpayer and employs 500 people. Some neighbors fear city leaders have already decided.
We're going to be fighting it, but at this point, I'm preparing to sell because I've had enough.
Perhaps, he says, their best hope is the couple across the street that has refused to sell their property, which lies at the center of the expansion plan.
I have no faith in this city. They have proven time and time again that, they will not do the right thing.
So you're maybe only saving grace, you think?
Absolutely.
Is the neighbors
not selling. That's the only saving grace at this point.
Neighbors say they expect a large turnout when this comes up next Thursday at a planning commission in Zeeland. Tonight at 6, meet the neighbors who are holding out. In Zeeland, I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker.